Is he going to blame this on me too? Am I responsible for CPS, the skulls, and the reason why half of his community left, and then his community got overtaken by speaking of cringe, Twitter users have found Ethan Klein's old Reddit profile named user pedotroll from 2010. I heard from Gato that Mumdani hates you. Who's Gato? Why would he hate me? El Gato, the Drama Farm Twitter account, is cat in Spanish. It's Hasan. Is it a troll post? No, it's not. Yes, it's a real post. So what happened is, for those of you who don't know, he's so shameless that he uploaded his 100th Hasan snark vid to try to distract people. I don't think that's gonna work, man. What ended up happening is Destiny and Ethan started duking it out. From what I understand, Ethan is like trying to do another like Ethan a while back got very offended in the GQ article when the journalist asked me directly to my face whether or not he was psychosexually obsessed with me. Ethan responded no, and then leaked a Google document that he was putting together with a bunch of Destiny associates, okay, including the guy who sponsors the stream, Redact Dev, Dan Saltman, who is, you know, Destiny's podcast co-host, best friend. Anyway, and the document he leaked was just like a sequence of different clips taken completely out of context from my stream with like my friends looking at my phone or something to make it seem like fans sending me unsolicited news or my friends looking at my phone and like making a joke is actually me. Like he was just slut shaming me basically, which is really funny because that all happened in the same timeline where he was like, I'm not obsessed with him sexually. And then he ended up accidentally revealing that thing that we all know, right? And I think in the process of this happening, he wanted to make sure that he like shed the you're getting all of your notes from Destiny reality. And by that, he had to do this thing that he definitely didn't want to do, which was to basically talk about Destiny being outed as a pedophile for trying to procure CSAM from a 17-year-old. There's a real thing that took place. Then he made a video, and then Destiny, of course, understandably got very mad because he was like, what the fuck are you doing? We had a deal. We've been working together to do fuck Hasan videos this whole time. And now all of a sudden you turn the crosshairs on me. What the fuck? Okay. And then they may have a deal again. Destiny declared a ceasefire. Oh, that's why he immediately went back to making fuck Hasan videos. That makes sense. I like that they declared a ceasefire so they could fight back against their number one enemy. We're pedos in bond, they said. Anyway, what ended up happening is, of course, all of the things that he had accused me of doing to him, like calling CPS or sending skulls to his house, or like my community doing to him, or justifying these things happening to him, which I had never done, Destiny immediately did do because, you know, he doesn't give a shit. He's a fucking psycho. So he just actively started going through all of his profiles, and I think someone in his community instantly found his old Reddit account with the username, and I can't believe this, pedo_troll. Yeah, from 2010. The account, what is this, bro? He's getting cooked online. 18,000 likes already in a few hours. Yeah. I mean, it's understandable that he's getting cooked because it's fucking gross. I don't know what compels someone to make like pedo jokes like this, especially with this frequency. But most of the fucking greatest hits are what you expect, talking about eating shit, just like fetishizing poop for some fucking weird reason, and also simultaneously making a lot of really gross statements about pedophilia and being a pedophile. And I mean, it's clearly like a troll account. I just don't understand why you would troll that way. Like, I don't understand who it's for. In between a sea of posts about, you know, StarCraft 2, even I think he even like was in Destiny subreddit back then as well. And of course, defenses of the state of Israel. Now, he was 2017 at the time, I believe. He's fine. I mean, it's a long time ago. It's like 14, 15 years ago. He's like 25, 26 years old, which is ironic because like saying the N-word, all this shit, right? Ironic because he constantly fucking brings back my classic number one thing that my ops love posting, my classic satire attempt that was so embarrassing and so bad, bro tips, which is what I was doing at the time, nowhere near as bad as this shit. And also, you know, I was even younger. I was even younger than he is here. It's not just a troll account. He shared his opinions frequently. No, I know. But of course, all of this came out because Destiny's community has no fucking filter. They will dox you. They'll dox your whole family. They'll dox your whole lineage. I know this from, you know, the past 6 years of active cyber stalking that they've engaged with against me and the consistent smear operations that they engage, which has not necessarily worked, partially because they just can't really make anything stick because there's nothing like super serious in there. But basically, it's just hypocritical. Like everything he has said, everything that both Destiny and Ethan has said about me, they've done tenfold and significantly worse, and consistently do significantly worse shit. But in any case, what is this? Man, please read, bro. It wasn't D's fan base who found the account. It was a snark sub. It was pure coincidence that it lined up with the D beef. D just taking credit for it because he thinks this makes him look menacing. Okay, well, I guess someone who is a snarker found this, which is, you know, I don't know why I'm like looking to give credit to someone for this. All right, cool. All right, shouts out to the snarkers, I guess. Like, what the fuck? Anyway. But basically, this post has some of the worst. What socially inappropriate thing are you frequently tempted to do? Touch little boys. Great post. Reminds me of the time I was in my friend's pool using the jet to masturbate. It was funny because my friends were doing this on the other side of the pool. His little sister was just sitting there watching me. Kind of weird, but looking back, it makes me laugh. Thanks for the memory. Trying to do a good deed. True story. I think this is true, actually. If my neighbors think I'm a pedophile, why shouldn't I molest their children? It's not that I'm a pedophile, but I think it's wrong to judge people. So what's the what the fuck? I feel like I need bleach from my fucking eyeballs, bro. Anyway, listen. I don't know. I don't know why he did this. Okay, I don't know. This is the one I saw, the Israel defense one. So yeah, it's just like a bunch of the defenses of Israel, and also consistently joking, I guess, about like wanting to molest children. In any case, I don't understand who would do this for a troll. Like I don't get it. I am Israeli and this is my comedy. Okay, listen. The vibes are fucked. Okay? The vibes are unimaginably fucked. But apparently in a sea of like pedo posting, he would also like promote his YouTube channel before it had like 1,000 subs. I don't know. I don't know what to say. What the fuck? But it was already confirmed because apparently someone like traced it back to his username and also his email. Okay. He uses his like full government name in the email on an account that is associated with pedo_troll. And this is apparently his Twitter account. At White House, Mr. President, would you send Michelle, Sasha, Malia through TSA screening? Naked photos or invasive genital groping? You choose. Don't know why that was. I mean, so we had a Twitter as well. He didn't just have a Reddit. He had a Twitter account associated with the same name. He was like, man, Pedo Troll is such a good name. I gotta go and open up a Twitter account with this name before someone else gets it. He was like, I have to. This is such a good username that I must be the first one to this username. He's what, 25 or 30 here? I think he's like 25 to 27. He trademarked it. He trademarked pedo_troll. Anyway, you're not ready for this yet, but your kids are gonna love it. It's crazy. So I mean, he's I don't know what to say. But basically, it's a target-rich environment, okay? And and all of this stuff he did, I don't know why Dick Sturdonox posted this photo of him. But then, yeah, last night, every post and comment on the Reddit profile was deleted after no activity since 2013. All posts and comments are still accessible through archiving services. They describe having Tourette's, live in Israel, sketch comedy, and link to H3 videos. The final post in the account in May 2013 was the post in the subreddit drama community to complain about being banned from our YouTube haiku for self-promoting. No posts were made to the You Pedo Troll account after this. The H3 Productions account was made in April 2014. If you did this, he would talk about it for 2 years and make a video on every single post. Oh, for sure. For sure. Okay? For fucking sure. But again, that's the whole point, is that because I don't have shit like this, that they have to like desperately grab on to whatever the fuck they can, or just like create controversy where no controversy exists. But apparently, he then turned around and admitted it. H3 podcast host Ethan Klein confirms an Instagram story that pedo_troll account is his. I have nothing to hide or apologize for, he wrote after deleting everything on the account last night. Oh, my friends, I have a terrible confession to make. Yes, it is true. My 15-year-old Reddit account was identified by using a doxing website that lists a history of all emails and passwords that have been leaked and illegal data breaches. A post last night was made on the Snark subreddit by the person who obtained this information. With Reddit's help, this person was able to disseminate this illegally and maliciously obtained information to a community whose sole purpose is to harass me, my family, and my employees. In doing so, some terrible revelations were made. I think he's talking about Destiny, I assume, right? He's not going to blame this on me, I hope. Or is he going to blame this on me too? Am I responsible for CPS, the skulls, and the reason why half of his community left, and then his community got overtaken by Molestiny's community? All of this is me. I did this. Did I do this too? Chat, have I done this? Does he think I did this? You made him do the Reddit account? Probably. Okay. Post last night was made in Sark subreddit by the person who obtained this information. In doing so, some terrible revelations were made. What is this? H3 Podcast has edited out this segment where we learned that a rabbi convinced Ethan Klein to believe in race science. That sounds also insane. Okay. In any case, yes, my username, pedo_troll, made a few bizarre and edgy attempts at being funny. It was common on Reddit 15 years ago to create a thematically named troll account to post silly things from. The method was to have Redditors read something crazy, then check the username and realize it was a goof. You can see evidence of this on most of the posts made in character. These troll stories include anecdotes that clearly never happened, including a story that references my children who were born 10 years later. Further evidence of this is simply that I was self-promoting my YouTube channel while doing these parody posts. I knew I was personally identifiable the entire time. I was trying to be funny so people would look at my account and discover my YouTube channel. I was not ashamed of it then, and I'm not ashamed of it now. Embarrassed, yes. Not ashamed, but embarrassed. On par with cringing at my old YouTube videos. Yes, there are a few posts of me being a Zionist Jewish supremacist, which includes me mostly arguing with someone calling Israel Nazi Germany. Well, some things never change. In totality, I guess nothing ever really changes. In totality, about 95% of the posts were about StarCraft 2 or self-promoting my YouTube channel. I have nothing to hide and nothing to apologize for. And remember, folks, joking about pedophilia is not the same as having it on your computer. Okay, so he admitted it, and he said he's not apologizing for it, and you know he's got nothing to shame. He's got nothing to hide, nothing to shame. What am I fucking saying? Was common as being edgy at 12, regardless of the age of the internet? Such a bad faith argument blaming one's environment. I mean, I just don't know. I don't know why what compels a person to do stuff like this, but I guess he's back to doing new videos. Hasan's most embarrassing confession. Yeah. Oh no, they found my old Reddit account where I constantly make pedophilic jokes. Better post a video about Hasan. That should work. Honestly, it might literally work. Because a lot of these guys don't give a fuck. They themselves are pedophiles. They don't give a fuck about pedophilia. They only care about taking me out somehow. And one day, if you make enough YouTube, wait, what? He humped the Western Wall? Why is he pretending he cares? Wait, what is this about the Western Wall? What? He made a YouTube video about me saying, I don't know anything about the Western Wall? He made it to the front page of the Reddit. Ethan Klein's old Reddit account was clearly leaked, or recently leaked, to which posts were found Ethan comparing Palestinian people to underdeveloped monkeys, making extremely disturbing comments about sexualizing children, and much more. They're already clipping this out of context as we speak. Clipping what out of context? Wait, so... Wait, hold on. So he made a YouTube video about me being like, I don't really know enough about the fucking... He didn't understand the wailing part of the wall? No, So it's something that I said personally that I don't like understand the wailing wall thing. Like, I don't understand its significance, and that's it? Okay, yeah, I didn't understand the wailing wall. What is it anti-Semitism to not know? Am I supposed to know? What's the argument that I'm supposed to know the wailing wall? If I want to talk about Israel, I have to understand the significance of the Western Wall. Is that what it is? Or is it anti-Semitism? Anyway, it's obviously clearly a fucking distraction, which is crazy. They said you claim to be the expert of Israel, so you should know. I mean, I know a fuck ton more than he does about Israel, Israeli history, Palestinian history. You can know all of that without knowing the historic or religious significance of the fucking Western Wall. I just know it as the wall that like Western leaders go and kiss. The wall before I learned more about it. I guess if I had only downloaded the Western Wall pack, I would have known why Israel's genocide is actually perfectly fine and Hamas kind of deserves it. Hamas is the reason why Palestinians deserve Israel's genocide. Yeah. Anyway. They're calling it the most kissable wall. Ethan was playing dumb about Israel. Now we know for certain he's feigning ignorance while you were around is even grosser. So he's saying the entirety of the issue stems from arguments over the wall. It's a crazy take. Wait, what? Is he going back to the fucking, this is a religious conflict meta? Is that what it is? That's why. You are right. He is attacking you for that. Anyway, we all know what the real reason why he made that video, but it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny that he tried to make a video like this in between going back and forth with Destiny. But I guess now it's there's a ceasefire. They were able to come to a reasonable conclusion. A ceasefire between Ethan Klein. What is this? Oh, no, I'm not fucking logging on. What the fuck? They're having a pedo off? So, it was 10 minutes on a 10-second interaction with Megaphonics about the Western Wall. He repeated the clip 4 times trying to reach the 10-minute mark. It's just obviously trying to distract the SEO. Okay. But yeah, oh, another thing about the pedo troll account that he had was that he was also in Destiny's subreddit back then as well. Megaphonics once again. Megaphonics once again getting me in trouble. Classic. It's a video of... Wait, what? It's a video of him saying he flashed a little girl? What the fuck? Okay, that's insane. This was the most heinous quote from the Reddit. Man, it's disgusting. What the fuck? That child sure is elastic. Reminds me of when I stand in front of the mirror and twist my hips so my dick dances around in circles, usually slaps like he did too. When it hits my 2-year-old in the face, lol. He usually stands under me asking me what I'm doing. I just tell him daddy is dancing. So what I don't understand is like let's say he was trying to be like as edgy as possible, right? Which is crazy. Thank God comedy is legal now, you know? So comedy is illegal. Comedy is legal now. I am become troll. Anyway, thank God. But like, if this is the type of shit, if this was the type of time you were on, okay, then why the fuck is this guy literally actively trying to relitigate stuff that I have described, okay, in my like edgy, in my most edgy videos, which is, you know, doesn't reach whatever the fuck this is, right? That I deleted, that I made as an attempt at satirical humor and was a failure, that I recognized was a failure 13 fucking years ago at this point, and deleted 13 fucking years ago. And this guy is still turning around and being like, you know what though? Hasan, he's bad. What's the method here? Because like, ironically enough, he should have probably used the thing that he was sponsored by, Redact Dev, which is supposed to delete all this stuff, you know? Owned by another one of my fucking insane stalkers, Dan Saltman. Makes this whole situation even funnier, I feel like. And it was also Destiny's second in command and best friend. Isn't that weird that Destiny's second in command and best friend is one of the only fucking remaining sponsors of the Ethan Klein podcast? All the entire time he was like, I don't know who Destiny is. I don't even talk to him at all. I've never met him. I don't know anything about him. Only to reveal that he was actually a massive fan of him after he called him a pedophile. Just a strange back and forth that has taken place. He's also spouting race science. Yeah. I don't want to look at a video of him talking about his penis. I'm going to be honest. It's really weird how important that a guy would view scrubbing every single aspect of his or anyone who needs his online history. Yeah. One of his comments, he relied to Destiny on Reddit in one of his comments. Weird how Ethan was promoting Destiny on the content nuke after Destiny talked to a child months before. Oh, no, for sure. It's the softest criticism ever at Destiny compared to the absolute vitriol he has for you or any woman that crosses him. Oh, no, we know that too. Yeah, he didn't know Epstein, but he was also a StarCraft 2 fan who messaged him. Destiny is showing some amazing plays with a new patched infestor right now. Why are you all crying about Imba already? Remember when Roach got +1 distance and everyone was crying Imba? Shut the fuck up and wait at least 1 week before you start QQing. Turns out he was at least being honest about that. About his about his love and admiration for Destiny. Ethan Klein Insta story Hasan? What the fuck is this? X days since Ethan talks about Hasan. On the back foot of Ethan Klein's old Reddit account has been found. Lamount is wild. No mentions of Hasan. As Ethan Klein goes after Destiny, he still has to mention Hasan. Oh yeah, I guess there was 2 days where I didn't. Wait, oh, never mind. Ethan Klein will not stop harassing Taylor Relentless and Hasan. It's embarrassing. What's the maximum distance? It's just every day he just posts 0. To anyone else, this would be career ending. I don't know. I think there is a lot of power that comes from being shameless. That's what I think. And these guys literally, like, they present someone as an enemy even if they haven't done anything wrong. And there are, especially if that person that you've presented yourself as an enemy to is like big enough, there's always going to be people that they've pissed off throughout their career. And I myself have certainly pissed off a lot of people, many of which have come out as sex pests, weirdly enough, and pedophiles. But for some reason, I don't know what the vibes I'm bringing to the party, but it just like really seems to frustrate people who at least are pedo-curious, pedo-adjacent, or pedophiles themselves. Anyway, but basically, I think people just had like outrage fatigue and cancellation fatigue in general, but it's not even that. It's just like there's always going to be people who hate others, and you can just kind of keep pushing through it, and you will have like a smaller community, and maybe you will never be able to reach the same the same lengths that you once were able to reach. But it's not dissimilar. Yeah, it's the lack of kick streamer public backlash you've been talking about in general. Exactly. I feel like we are so incredibly we just don't think that things that previously were totally just career ending are career ending any longer. And yeah, I don't know how we like solve this problem in general. I just wish people would be like a little bit more normal, but they won't. And seemingly a lot of people don't give a shit. It just like makes you feel bad for a brief moment, and then you just continue. The views on all his vids have fallen off hard, so there's that, I guess. I mean, you just like lose your core community in the process for sure. You lose your core community, you lose your actual fans, but you cast them aside if you don't care. And it's clear that he doesn't care. He just wants to like undermine his enemies that he's going to spend his whole fucking life trying to undermine. Yeah, iDubbbz tweet. It's my character. I'm the pedo troll. I come out, I make pedophilic comments all over Reddit. Oh, that's funny. It's all about the bag in the end. Nothing seems to matter outside of it anymore. No, dude, I think if it was the bag, if it was about the bag at the end of the day, he wouldn't be doing this shit. He would have had the wherewithal to like listen to his crew, listen to whoever is in his like immediate orbit that's like, dude, stop doing this shit. You're fucking up our careers. You're fucking up your career. You're destroying everything that you built. Time until Hasan. Total minutes it takes to reach a mention of HasanPiker's name during the H3 podcast. From October 16th, 2024 through June 20th, 2025. So there is at least one mention of Hasan, with the exception of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 episodes. That's not surprising. The only response to this situation...
Your definition of edgy humor is how you joke about how you like to touch kids. Please get the fuck away from me. Please get the fuck... Please! Please! I will hurt you!
Wait, is this the same person? These Ethan Klein the screenshots are fucking terrifying.
Actually fucking terrifying. Again, all of this is alleged as of right now, but it is... something. His username is that, and this? What the fuck?
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck to say, dude. I just don't get why he like doesn't take some time off to just reconsider. You know what I mean? Like I to just like dial it back a little bit and maybe go to therapy or something. Because you know, instead of doing whatever the fuck this shit is.
Frankly didn't have an answer. I said, why are Jews overrepresented in all these fields? There's all these conspiracy theories, but like there is overrepresentation. Why is that? And he says the best explanation I've heard for that was from a evolutionary biologist who said for thousands of years, 10,000 years, Jews lived in the Middle East. And at the time, all they did was study Torah. And it was in that culture, the rabbi, the scholars, the people who studied Torah were the desirables. Those were like the leaders, the guys who cleaned up and got all the wives and all the cuties and reproduced and had like 25 kids.
Okay.
So so the guys who are the ones in studying all day, who are prone, who, you know, appeal to more kind of cerebral, intelligent people, right? Who are doing these analytical books, reading all day for 10,000 years, procreating. There was over time an evolutionary.
I'm sorry. Did he say 10,000 years? This motherfucker made a video making fun of me for not knowing about the fucking significance of the wall that all the Western leaders go and touch. He says tens of thousands later on.
A result of that is some.
Also, what's the argument here that like Jews are like they bred themselves by accident to being like higher IQ or something? This is literally just race science. There is no difference. This is unironically what Nazis also say. They both say, you know, Jews are weak and sinister, but also they say like they're devious, and that's the reason why they, you know, control the media and shit like that. Why is he doing race science? What is going on?
Some bump in IQ or aptitude or something like that, right? There was like a selective breeding happening unintentionally over 10,000 years in the Middle East. Obviously, that's no longer happening now.
Say that that whole theory of genetically people getting smarter over time is like, that's not true.
That's what I. Okay.
Yeah, it's
How you don't think that it's possible for?
Yeah. We know that's definitely not happening now because Ethan is not the fucking brightest crayon. I'm sorry. Oh, Jesus Christ. He's like, God damn.
Well, you can breed for anything, right? Like you see dogs, like how different dogs are. If you selectively breed intelligent people, the kids will become more intelligent.
What are you doing, Kaya?
That's for sure true.
Kaya,
That's
play.
just selective breeding. I mean, intelligence is inherited. We all know that, right? If you have smart parents, they're gonna have smart kids.
sometimes.
What? Intelligence is inherited? What is he saying? I mean, this is just like race and IQ shit. This is bell curve. He's talking about how like human beings can be bred in a similar manner to dogs. This is just straightforward eugenics. I don't even think he's aware that this is like what he is presenting is straightforward eugenics.
For the most part, intelligence is inherited, right?
It's probably more about the environment, would be my guess.
I mean, it's
Nature
both.
versus nurture.
People in the background are like, no, it's, you know, that's not the case. Actually, come on. No, he is pedo troll. Used to say it.
I think it's both.
What?
You never heard nature versus
No,
nurture?
dude. There's people that are just born dumb as hell,
Oh, for sure.
and you meet their parents who are dumb as hell.
But
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Listen,
Yeah.
I'm not talking about race. I'm just talking about how.
Do you think dogs can be bred to have certain characteristics? Yeah, the difference is human beings obviously require tremendous amounts of nurture, and it's entirely different. Like there are heritable traits that come along, okay? But more often than not, someone's IQ, I guess, or intelligence is far more beholden to its environment, the food that it's eating, like its dietary habits and shit like that, than some kind of genetic predetermined destiny. Environmental factors are infinitely more important.
Genetics works. That's it. That's all I'm talking about. I'm not in favor of it. I'm saying it was accident. I don't know that that's what happened. The rabbi
saying
told me,
I
and I
don't
was
think
like,
it
that
is.
kind of makes sense. But like, obviously, that's how, I'm just explaining how fucking evolutionary biology works. Look at the variety of dogs. Some dog breeds are smarter than other dog breeds. Like, I'm not saying other races are smarter than other races. I'm just saying
he did
that.
say that. He did.
That's smart. Yeah. What the fuck? What do you want from me?
I don't know.
why are you yelling?
I don't want anything from you. I'm just letting you know I disagree with that. I don't think that
You
that's
just
true.
you don't believe that intelligence is inherited?
No.